because I just got all you guys to sing the song that I hate singing. The only reason we sing that song is because we wrote the stupid thing and we're stuck with it, okay? I have spent my entire life praying exactly the opposite of that song. Right? I spent my whole life saying, God, stop the madness, stop the chaos, make things easy, make my life comfortable. You know, it's funny though, I don't know about you, but when I look at those old photo albums, you know, kids, there used to be these things called photo albums. And I break that thing open, I dust it off, and I start flipping through, or I start scrolling through. And I see these happy, smiley moments, and I go, man, these times are great, but there's something missing from this photo album. Mom, Dad, what happened to the pain between these pictures? Because as good and great as these little happy moments are, when I look back and I think back, you know, it was really the pain between the pictures where God was really doing the most good inside of me. I want to look back at that. And I know that, you know, philosophically, but when pain happens, and tragedy happens, and hurt comes, and loss comes invading into your life, and we forget that, don't we? So quick, man. I'm like, God, stop the madness, make things easy, change my circumstance. And God looks back and he goes, Mike, it's not your circumstance that needs to change, it's you, bro. I don't know if you believe this, but this world and everything you can cling to, guess what? It's breath. It's a vapor. It's not as it yet should be. And our eyes, hopefully, are not on what we have now. It's on the kingdom that is coming. And we expect something far more beautiful than anything this world could give us. So sometimes, God has to let us be reminded that we are strangers here. He has to remind us that this is not our home. We should be longing for a better country. A city whose builder and founder is Christ. You know, besides, it was actually the tough times and the hard times that even got me on the stage tonight, you guys. Did you know that? I don't know how many of you know this, but the only reason I started playing guitar was because when I was a senior in high school, I got in a car accident. My buddy was driving us, I was 17, a week before my 18th birthday. And he was driving us to school and he caught off the wheel on the side of the road and he overcorrected and he flipped the car 5 times at 50 miles an hour. And I went Peter Pan style, just like, I went flying, hurtling through space and time. And the doctor said I hit the pavement so hard I broke my back in 2 places. I broke my head right here. I had 96 stitches to reattach my ear because it's dangling off, which is awesome. You guys close can see that scar, right? See that one? I got scars all through here. That's why I wear my hair long. So get off my back, church lady. They wheeled me into intensive care, and I was coming in and out of consciousness, and I just remember getting a glimpse of my parents' terrified eyes. Because they had just told my parents, brace yourselves, because he's not going to make it through the night. And I made it through the night. And they said, that's cool. He made it through the night, but he's never going to walk again. And then I walked again. And they said, he's never going to make a full recovery. And then I made a full recovery. So then they came back and said, we don't know what God's doing because we can't explain what's happening right now. And I got healed. But it was a long road. I had to lay on my back for 2 months alone in my room. And it was so tempting, you guys. I don't know what you've been through or what you're walking through, but it was so tempting for me, even though I've lived, to just raise my fist to heaven and say, a broken back my senior year? Are you serious? I was following you. I was leading a Bible study for you. And this is how you repay me, God? I didn't say that, though. You know what I did say? I'm on drugs! They had me on so many pay notes, you guys. It's like, talking that dragon was sitting in the corner. I was like, the pain medical law, you know, I finally was able to deal with the pain without him, praise God. But I was still, but I was still left there, just bored out of my mind, waiting. And I'm not good at waiting, you know. And that's right then is when I looked at my parents and said, hey, I've always wanted to have a hobby. Could you guys give me a guitar? Because I just need to pass the time somehow. And at that moment, you guys, 14 years ago, I had no idea that accident would lead to that broken back, which would lead me to having that guitar, which would lead me to those chords, which would lead me to write these songs so I could stand on this stage and tell you. He works all things together for good to those who love God and to call according to His good purpose. And for some of you, even that story is like salt in your wounds. Because some of you have a tragedy in your past. And you don't have a fairy tale ending. And you might be hearing me talk, and you look up here and you say, of course you're going to talk about God, Mike. Look where you ended up. But if you had my story, if you had my ending, you wouldn't be talking like that. Because He left me in the dark. And He left me with nothing but my questions. No answers. So tonight, my friends, this is what I want you to do. I don't want you to look at my story. I want you to fix your eyes on the cross of Jesus Christ. And as you fix your eyes there, let your soul be convinced that when things are darkest and things are ugliest, that's when the light is about to break through. Because out of the ugliest, most horrific act in all of human history, where the Son of God was slain for sinners like us, guess what? God brought beauty out of that. And He brought life out of His death. And if He can do that with Him, then just imagine what He could do with you. We just celebrated it by calling it Good Friday, you guys. But you know, Good Friday was the worst Friday until Sunday. So you might be in your worst Friday. And you might feel like you're going to stay there the rest of your life. But I just want to say tonight, hold on a little longer, because you never know when the Easter sun